I'm back. Now, let's get our professions. We have decided that we are going to go alchemy and herbalism instead of tailoring and herbalism. That is some good coffee. When I was at the store yesterday, I got noticed that there was a Dunkin' coffee there, in like the the fairly large containers, not like the single serve ones, but you can get like Starbucks coffee or whatever in like a pretty big container in like the refrigerated section. They had a Dunkin' one. I hadn't tried that before. It looked good, so I got it, and I'm just trying it now today, and it's quite good. Feruza, apprentice herbalist. All right, let's get herbalism.
I haven't got all day.
She can train us for apprentice herbalist, journeyman herbalist, expert herbalist, and artisan herbalist. Wow, I wasn't expecting they were able to train you all the way to artisan at the starting zone. Good to know. Apprentice herbalist, 10 copper, not too expensive. Herb gathering. Basics of how to gather herbs from bushes and other plants for use in alchemy. Gives a potential herbalism skill of 75. Let's see here. You may only know 2 professions at any one time. Would you like to learn herbalism as your first one? And we got that. Now we need to get
Do not seek
alchemy. Caroline Anise, journeyman alchemist.
I have exactly what you need.
Interesting. Wouldn't have thought I'd be able to see these recipes until I actually trained in alchemist or alchemy. Apprentice alchemist. Also 10 copper. Reasonable. Get that. You may only know 2 professions at any one time. Would you like to learn alchemy, or would you like to learn alchemy as your second one? Okay. Got those out of the way. Can't learn any of these recipes quite yet. Makes sense. Let's see, we can make elixir of minor defense, elixir of line strength, and minor healing potion. Those are first elixirs we can use. And potions.
Our time will come.
Let's see. We got quite a few Nuka-Cola Quantums in here. Alright, That's the professions. Now let's see. Let's head on over to that island and do the quest to get Lilith Nefara, or to kill Lilith Nefara. Hopefully that isn't too dangerous. I thought I remember it being fairly dangerous. That's why I've held off on doing it till now. I think at our level we should be fine though, hopefully. Okay, I don't need like a pickaxe or anything, any such item for herbalism, I don't think, right? Nope, I think I just need strong fingers. We do need to, alchemy and herbalism supplies. What supplies are there? I mean, I understand alchemy supplies, but why do they sell, what's herbalism supplies? Do you need like a set of pruners or something? Let's turn on the find herbs so we can actually see some herbs here. Oh my god. Knew something was going to aggro as I tried to do this. You can just die and get out of my way, please. More stringy wolf meat. So that's where all this stringy wolf meat was coming from. I wonder where I got all that. I noticed there was a ton in my inventory. Oh, yeah, we need to turn on the fine herbs. Where I was rudely interrupted. Find herbs. I do have all these other things on my bars, right? Will the Forsaken, yep. Cannibalize, yep, there it is. Anything else I need to put there? Well, we'll need shoot eventually, but we don't have a wand yet, so it's not really a big deal. Find herbs. Nearby herb bushes appear on the minimap. One type of thing can be tracked at a time. And there we go. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. Alright. Please do not kill me, Lilith Nefara. Don't want to die on this island. I think what we're going to do is we're going to clear a bit of a path on this main island here in case we do need to run away. We don't need to slowly swim away. I have no idea what level she is. The quest is level 12, and I'm level 13, so I am a level higher. These guys aren't too dangerous. They're only, what, level 7? Oh, let's actually get the buffs going first. Let's actually fight things with our power of word fortitude on this time. Unlike when we were in that crypt and we're fighting all those mobs without it.
I can't cast it yet.
Shadow Word Pain is kind of probably unnecessary at this point. Cast that a little late. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna get Spirit Tap from these guys either because they don't give me any experience. We'll just kind of clear a path along the coast here. Let's get some mana. Oh, this guy's level 8. He does give me experience. What about you? You do as well. Nice.
That standard isn't ready yet.
Well, I want to use my bubble. Mainly to preserve my inner fire charges. More than anything. Not having to push back is nice, but not crucial. I mean, if I was healing it would be, but not necessarily too crazy important for just doing these smites and whatnot. Hey, how's it going? For nothing? No, nothing too special about this priest. For this guy, I wanted to keep him just kind of as a normal character. Yeah, because with the unarmed rogue, you know, I didn't want to have two separate challenges going, you know. Figured to have one challenge and then the other one just kind of play normally. Working towards a wand, enchanting plus tailoring. Oh yeah, it's enchanters can make wands, right? See, I haven't done too much enchanting or tailoring in the past, especially enchanting. So I forgot they could do that. No, I'm going to be going alchemy on this guy. I was debating whether to go tailoring because I hadn't really done too much tailoring, and I wanted to see what it was like leveling it, you know, just experience it, see what level kind of nice gear I could make for myself and whatnot. If you have a shit ton of linen, pretty easy to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was debating on... I think I'm going to be going alchemy on this guy, though. I was thinking of going tailoring, and then... not necessarily enchanting, because I do know they go well together, but I was thinking of going with a gathering profession. Well, you aren't self-found, so buy a wand, I guess. Yeah, I'm not technically self-found, or self-found. Most of my characters, though, I've been kind of playing, like my unarmed rogue isn't self-found either, but I haven't done anything with like the auction house or anything to the point where he would be considered not self-found. Typically, I've just been playing them as if they were, mainly out of like laziness. I don't want to really, haven't been bothered to just actually go use the auction house. At some point, I mean, it's available to me, so maybe at some point I will. But for the time being, I'm kind of playing them as if they were self-found. So, we'll see what level I actually end up getting a wand with this guy. Crate of candles. Proving allegiance, candle. I think we need one of these candles to summon Lilith Nefara. You're pretty close to AH. In Undercity right now, level 13 required wand, kinda nice. This quest makes you go to Undercity. Oh, really? Well, I think I did the first part that sent me to Undercity, and then it sent me back here. And then, now I have to get this candle and kill Lilith Nefara, who I think is just on that little part of the separate island. I wanted to clear a path to here in case I have to run away for whatever reason. This quest makes you go to Undercity, more Undercity running, don't worry. Oh, so I have to go even back to Undercity after this? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It's been a little while since I've done the undead quests. Alright, let's see what it says here. I have been reading all the quests just because I want to get a better idea of the stories and the lore behind them and stuff. I've been doing that on the Alliance side as well on my unarmed rogue. He's a human, by the way. Candles of Beckoning. You grab one of the candles and place it in your pack. When we get rewards, we get a Candle of Beckoning. Does it do anything in particular? No, it's just a quest item. Okay. Now let's head over to this altar. I've been holding off on doing this quest because for some reason I thought I remember it being a little dangerous. So I am a level above what the quest indicates as being the quest level, but sometimes they're not accurate. Apparently these guys can't swim. So maybe it wasn't even necessarily necessary to overlevel, because if I get in danger, maybe they can just swim away. Nice spear tap, thank you for that. Oh, I thought these level 8s didn't give me experience. Maybe it was the level 7s I was thinking of. There's an add-on that reads your quest to you through the NPC's voice with use of AI. Yeah, I have seen that one, and that is quite a cool add-on. I quite enjoy like reading them myself. I like kind of, you know, putting my own emphasis on the words and kind of reading them in my own way. I think that's kind of fun. Alright, now don't be too dangerous, Lilith Nefara. Don't kill me, please. Lilith dinner table? This is a dinner table? The Dormant Shade. This is an old, beaten, bloody table. Required items, Candle of Beckoning, which we have. You place the Candle of Beckoning upon the table and light it. Okay, now, oh. So you're indeed level 4, or level 12. God, my gloves are almost broken. That's unfortunate. Gosh, this isn't too dangerous. I don't know why I was thinking it was much more dangerous than this. I thought I remember seeing other people almost dying to this quest. That's why I held off on for so long. But that was no problem at all. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. Big mind blast crit. You gotta use the bubbles. So I want as much, I want to preserve those inner fire charges. Might have been scared with those zombies alive. Yeah, then it would have been trouble for sure. I've been, able to take on, like, 2 and 3 mobs on this priest so far. Like, there was that quest killing that last guy for the Scarlet Crusade quest, where they go around killing, like, different captains or whatever their rank is. And the last one is, like, he has 2 bodyguards next to him. So as a priest, I wasn't having too much trouble with that, because I could, like, burst down one of them, run away, come back, kill the other one, run away, that kind of thing. I haven't had that, that kind of strength on my unarmed rogue. With the unarmed rogue, he has, he's much more limited in capability on how many mobs he can take on. Typically, usually, it's just one. If it's more than one, I gotta run. It's just too dangerous. Gunther Arcanus. Alright, so...
Hello.
Let's see, this guy might be sending us back to Undercity. Proving allegiance. You have defeated Lilith Nefara, proving you are an enemy of the Scourge. Incredible. I believe that was the only undead with free will, but you have shown me there are others who have broken the Lich King's domination.
Trust no one.
The prodigal Lich returns. Take this nether gem to my old comrade Bethor. It will let us communicate, and I have much to tell him. Quest objectives: bring the nether gem to Bethor Ice Shard in the Undercity. Yep, back to the Undercity we go. And we get a shield and 5 silver. Can't use the shield. Well, that would be cool if priests could use shields, I must say. I wouldn't mind using a shield. That would help with my whole kind of tanking priest concept. That's what I'm going to be going towards with my my talents. And I know priests can't tank, but I'm trying to make them as, like, close to a tank as I can in terms of, like, damage mitigation and armor and stuff. That's one of the reasons I decided to go with, ooh, we got Peace Bloom over here. Gotta start working on my herbalism because I held off on it for so long. But, it's one of the reasons I decided to go with alchemy instead of tailoring. Peace Bloom, and it's orange. Makes sense. Oh, please do not interrupt my herb gathering. Oh, failed attempt. The fingers were not strong enough to pick this Peace Bloom. There we go. I always thought it was funny, especially with, like, orcs or tauren or large, typically thought of as strong, you know, races in the game. You know, when they fail to pick little herbs like Peace Bloom and stuff like that, they don't have, you know, their orc and tauren fingers aren't strong enough to pluck it from the ground. I always thought that was amusing. But yeah, what I was talking about with the alchemy, I was thinking of going tailoring first for pretty much a decent chunk of time while I was playing this guy, because I hadn't gone tailoring to any extent really in the past, and I wanted to explore what it was like leveling it. But then I decided on a build with this guy where I'm going to be kind of making him more geared towards like a tank kind of thing, and I want to get as much armor as I can and as much damage mitigation, so that's when I kind of changed gears and went more along the lines of thinking, okay, now I want to go alchemy, because I know especially later on with like the elixirs that you can make from like the stone scale eels, you can get quite a bit of armor from those. So that's what we're doing now. Initially my thinking with the talents was, well, I'm going to be going holy and discipline, because I leveled a shadow priest, a troll priest, who was failed attempt again. Unfortunate. I leveled a troll priest some time ago on regular WoW, not hardcore, and he was shadow. So I wanted to see what it was like leveling as holy and discipline this time around. Okay, now hopefully Silverpine has a decent amount of these Peace Bloom and Silverleaf level herbs. That way I don't have to come back later on to Tears Fall to level up herbalism further to the point where I could get like Mage Royal and Briar Thorn. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say about that Dunkin' coffee that I got before. It's my first time trying it. I ended up using just about like a third of a serving of what it actually is, the serving size, because I looked at the caffeine content and it was like a surprisingly high amount. I don't know how much a typical cup of black coffee is for caffeine, but I could have sworn when I looked at it some time ago it was like around 90 milligrams or something like that for a typical cup of black coffee. So that's what I anticipated when I went to go kind of look at how much was in this bottle of Dunkin' coffee for the serving. Maybe a little higher because their serving size I think was like 12 ounces instead of 8. But from what I remember, I think, nope, we are not going to take that one. We are going to wait till the next elevator, because we do not want to die to this elevator right now. But anyway, I think when if I remember right, the serving size caffeine content was like over 300 milligrams, which was way more than I expected. And that is much more than than I want to have my caffeine tolerance at. So what I'm doing with this Dunkin' coffee is I'm using only about like 4 ounces, and then the rest of it, to get a nice sized cup of coffee, I'm using the rest of it with soy milk. And it is quite good, I must say. I'll probably get it again in the future. Just gotta be careful of that caffeine content. It's surprisingly high. Usually I only have around like 1 caffeinated beverage a day, trying not to let my caffeine tolerance get too high. If I was to guess, I would say it's maybe around approaching 100 milligrams, maybe a little less. Don't want to get it too much higher than that. Here we go, Bethor Ice Shard.
Speak quickly.
The Prodigal Lich returns. Have you returned Gunther's book? Has he responded? Required items. Another gem.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
You convinced him to join us. You have done a great deed for the Forsaken, Tube Swapper. The Dark Lady will be informed. In rewards, we get 5 silver and the shield we can't use.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Let's see. It's going to have a follow-up for us. Oh, there's Gunther. Or his visage, at least. He says, "It has been a long time, Bethelor, my friend. When time permits, we must speak at length, for we have much to discuss. And thank you, Tube Swapper. Without your aid, I may never have found my way to the Forsaken." Bethelor Isor Shard says, "Farewell, my friend." And there we go. Looks like there's no follow-up. But yeah, if I could use a shield, that would be really cool, because that would help with my whole kind of priest tank concept even further. And more armor, be able to block. That would be really cool. Bum bum bum. Wand AH. I don't think I'm gonna get a wand off the auction house. Like I said, I think I am just gonna try and play this guy as much self-found as I can until if I really have to use the auction house at some point, or if I want to get gold off the auction house and like work towards getting gold for like my mount or something maybe later on. Because I'll probably be doing fishing. Well, most likely I will be, because I want to get the fish for the, like I said, the stone scale eel later on and stuff like that. But and I remember those sold for quite a good amount back in regular WoW Classic, back when the 60 was the cap. But for the time being, I think I'm going to try and play these guys self-found. This guy and my rogue. So we'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait a little longer till we get a wand. I'm sure we'll get a drop or a quest reward soon enough. We're going to wait for this one as well. I don't know if you can get killed by getting in this one at a bad time. I'm assuming you can get crushed by the elevator, I would think. I know it's particularly dangerous at the top where you try to get in and ends up leaving before you can stay on the elevator and you end up falling to your death. But okay, now I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to Orgrimmar, because I want to see if we can train staves there, because we got this nice +3 stamina staff. Oh, and our bags are getting quite full. Where is it? Here it is, I think. Yeah, Darkwood staff, +3 stamina, so that is very nice. Currently, our only staff from our, well, I guess weapons, is our nice little Stein here. Gives us +1 intellect, but I would rather have the +3 stamina. So let's head to Orgrimmar and see if we can train stabs there. Hopefully we have enough silver for it. 42 silver. Yes, we do. I think it's 10 silver, I'm assuming, because the daggers, from what I remember, was 10 silver. Actually, maybe before we do that... Oh wait, we have another quest to turn in the Undercity. Zinja's Delivery. I forgot all about that. Okay, let's head back in. I was gonna say, maybe we should level first. And then head to Orgrimmar, because then we could train our priest abilities. Maybe, yeah, we'll do that. I was gonna level before I even came to the Undercity, because I remembered I was gonna do Zinja's Delivery after I leveled. What is the Border Crossings quest? What are these? Okay, that's a wool. Power to destroy. I think that's RFC. Border Crossings. That's quite south. What is that? Oh, we have to retrieve. Okay, I remember that one. There's like crates over there. I doubt this quest is going to be enough experience to level. I'm just kind of concerned that I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, let's go level first, and then we'll go to Orgrimmar and get our staves, and then, you know, we'll be able to use our staff and have +3 stamina. I'm worried that by doing so, there's going to be some unexpected danger that happens and kills me. And I should have just, you know, went to Orgrimmar, got the staff, got that +3 stamina, and then been able to live. We're not taking this. Concerned that there's a situation where I have, like, you know, dying by like 20 HP or something, where that +3 stamina would have saved my life. Because all it takes is +1 stamina to save your life. For those that haven't seen that clip of my unarmed rogue fighting the bear over in Darkshore, I think a couple weeks ago or something, it was level 16 bear, and it almost killed me. Only one more hit, or if it like would have crit me at some point, my rogue would have been dead. Or if my rogue didn't crit it on the last punch. That's what saved my rogue's life, was the last punch from Swapperman, my rogue, was a crit and killed the bear before it could kill me. But I was 10 HP away from dying in that fight. So that's just 1 stamina that saved my life. So that's why I'm not trying to take these stamina points lightly. But yeah, that should be a featured clip, I believe, on my channel for anybody who's interested in seeing that fight. I was convinced we were going to die in that moment, but somehow we lived. Alright, so we gotta go to the Apothecarium. Apothecarium. Well, we could have just trained up alchemy while we were here. I suppose we could have just trained out herbalism as well, but might as well got it done while we were in Brill. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gathered up those 2 peace bloom that we got. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. And the unarmed rogue is currently level 25. For those that haven't seen any of those streams, that's what level he is, and he's a human rogue on the Alliance side, as only humans can be. Or as humans can only be. Apothecary Zinj of the Royal Apothecary Society.
What will you require?
That's quite the hairstyle. Isn't that like the same hairstyle as like Marge Simpson? I wonder if that's where they got inspired for that from. Zinj's delivery. You have something for me? Required items, wolf heart samples.
Beware, our enemies abound.
Ah yes, the heart samples, of which Renfrel spoke. I am eager to experiment with these. It is always of interest to the Royal Apothecary Society when new forms of toxin are discovered.
Embrace the shadow.
We get a follow-up quest. What level is this? 15? Yeah, we can get this while we're here. Sample for Helbrim. A colleague in Kalimdor. Oh, Kalimdor. Wait, Kalimdor. Is that where we're on? Or is that the other one? I was going to say, Kalimdor, okay. We need to go over there anyway. If that is indeed the other one. A colleague in Kalimdor, Apothecary Helbrim, is researching the effects of Lordaeron toxins on the beasts of Kalimdor. He would be very interested in a sample of the wolf hearts Renfrel sent me. Helbrim is stationed in the Barrens. Oh yeah, so it is the other one. Nice. That's convenient. In a village known as the Crossroads. To reach him, you must travel via Zeppelin to the Orc capital of Orgrimmar. Then travel south by foot to Duratar. Head west into the Barrens, and you will soon reach the crossroads. Quest objectives: bring the Wolfheart sample to Apothecary Helbrum in the Barrens. And rewards, let's see. We could either choose the Brewer's Gloves or the Long Draping Cape. Do they have stats? They do. 17 armor, plus 2 strength, and plus 2 intellect. Wow, that is very odd. I've seen agility on cloth items. I don't know. This might be the first. Well, I'm sure I have seen strength and intellect at some point, but not quite so common. Cloth gloves that give strength and intellect. And then armor, or back, gives 14 armor and plus 2 stamina. Well, we'll be getting the gloves.
Beware.
So maybe we'll go to Orgrimmar, train staves, go down to the Barrens, get those gloves. We'll get a nice plus 2 intellect. We'll get plus 2 strength as well, but not necessarily as appealing as the intellect. She didn't have any other quests, right? Nope, just that one. Okay. Right. No other quest? No. Okay. Moving on. Let's head on over to Orgrimmar. Is there a library in... Wait. You got any books here? I'm on the lookout for books. I do this on the Alliance side. Started with my Paladin. I also have a Paladin. I haven't played him in ever since I started my Unarmed Rogue, though, I don't think. Or got him any further levels since my Unarmed Rogue. No, I don't see any books. But I'm looking for the actual books in the game that you can actually read. I've been writing down the titles and where I find them. Because I'm on a mission to read all the ones that I find. Because I've never bothered reading them before. At least I don't remember doing so. I would actually like to read them this time around, see what the stories are in them, what the lore is, all that kind of stuff. I think it'd be fun. And what I've been doing as well is I've been making videos of them. And kind of treating it as if they're like mini, or at least my videos, as if they're like mini audiobooks kind of thing. That way, if other people are interested in the stories of those books and the lore and stuff, and they don't want to actually go around and find them and read them themselves, which makes sense. I never really bothered reading them in the past either, but they're interested in the stories, they can kind of go to my videos and listen to the stories as if they're like mini audiobooks. So far I have, I think, 4 videos of those books. Classic WoW. Over on my YouTube channel. I think there should be a link to my YouTube channel on my Twitch channel here. I believe it's just below the stream. If anybody's interested in hearing what those classic WoW book stories are. So far we've read the first book that we read was Civil War in the Plaguelands. And that was, I think that one was multiple places, but the one that we read was over in Northshire Abbey, the human starting area. I think that was right next to the priest trainer there. And then the second video in the series was of, which one was that? The War of the Three Hammers. That was over in, where was that one? Was that the one that was in Red Ridge? Can't quite remember where that one was. I don't know. There was one that was in Red Ridge. I can't remember if that was that one or the third one. The third video was the Battle of Grim Batal. That might have been in Red Ridge. And then the fourth one, there's 4 videos so far. Still working on them. Trying to get around to all of them soon enough. Fourth one was Charge of the Dragon Flights. And that one had to do with like the 5 different dragon aspects, like Alexstrasza and Nosdamu and Isera. I can't remember the other 2. That one was over in Ashenvale. Oh, the boat to, or the Zeppelin to Gromgal is here. Let's head on over to Gromgal, guys. We should be high enough level to quest in Stranglethorn Vale, right? It's only like 20 levels higher than us. We should be fine. But no, let's head on over to Orgrimmar first. We'll get to Stranglethorn Vale eventually. See who makes it there first. Either this undead priest or the unarmed rogue. Quite happy with how that that coffee turned out. I was a little uncertain as to how it would be with the ratio of soy milk to coffee, because like I said, instead of doing that full serving size of 12 ounces, I only used 4 ounces, so I didn't have too much caffeine in me. So 4 ounces of coffee, and then I put in like, I believe it was 6 ounces of soy milk. So I was a little worried that it might have been too much soy milk, but I think it was quite good still, even with that high of a soy milk to coffee ratio. I don't know what the ratio would be like if you get like a soy latte. I'm assuming they sell like soy lattes at like, because I think that's what it is, right? I think that's a latte, because a latte is coffee and milk, right? I can't keep track of all the different kind of coffee terminologies, like different drinks. You know, there's cappuccinos, there's frappuccinos, there's Americanos, there's espressos, there's who knows what other, all kinds of things. You got venti coffees, you got, can't keep track of all these terms, but I think a latte is coffee with milk, and a soy latte is soy milk and coffee, if I remember correctly. But anyway, if you were to get a soy latte at like a Starbucks or a Caribou or McDonald's or a Dunkin' or whatever, I wonder what the ratio would be. Mine was what, 6 ounces compared to 4 ounces, so that's what, 3 to 2. Mocha, yeah, mocha is what? Is that chocolate and coffee, or is that chocolate and milk and coffee? I am certainly not a barista. Although that would be I suppose, an interesting job just to have that kind of knowledge just for like a short while in terms of working there. I don't know if I want to be a barista for years or anything like that, but just to kind of get a handle on all the different coffee drinks, have that knowledge in your head. I suppose you don't necessarily have to be working as a barista to do so, but I suppose there's worse jobs out there. Oh, that guy's level 60. Bum, bum, bum. That guy's level 62. Well, not level 62, but he is also level 60. I do not have any level 60s at the moment, or in the past. But maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. That's the goal. Currently, my highest level on official hardcore is actually my unarmed rogue, surprisingly enough. Who would have thought? But part of that I attribute to just I don't really have too many attempts with hardcore. I hit 60 on Paladin when HC first came out. Oh, well. Wow, nicely done. Congrats. Yeah, my highest is my unarmed rogue, who's level 25. And like I said, I haven't really had too many attempts, so I don't know if that's part of the reason. Alright, now where do we need to go in Orgrimmar? We're gonna go to the weapons trainer to see if we can train stabs. I believe that's over here. Just trying out Self-Found now, an Undead Priest. Oh, nice. So you're playing Undead Priest as well? Undead Priest is quite fun. I'm very much enjoying the class and race combination at the moment. 36? Oh. Yeah, you're getting up there. Soon you'll have your mount. It'd be cool if priests had their own mounts, like how paladins and warlocks do, but yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if every class had like a mount like that. I wonder if Blizzard was considering that when they were making the game, and they just didn't get around to it in time before they had to release it. I wonder about things like that. Yeah, I played a Troll Priest back in regular Classic when the level cap was 60. That was kind of my main back then. So I figured I would go with an Undead Priest this time around. Let's see. I don't know if these guys have different weapon skills they train. Speak with Hanashi first. Hanashi, Weapon Master.
Greetings, man.
Greetings, man. Ooh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Staves. Now, I don't know. I've been wondering, is it staves? Or is it like staves? Pretty much like staff with an S attached to it, you know, as plural. I don't know how you pronounce that. You only got 38 gold. Might be tough to get one right at 40. Yeah, that's the trouble. Having enough gold by that time. Especially with the epic mount. I've seen quite a few level 60s out in the world who don't have their epic mount yet. And especially if you're playing Self-Found. Yeah, you're playing Self-Found, so it's even more difficult then. Suppose I should grind out whatever drops the best grades to sell vendors. Yeah, that might be one way you'd be able to farm some gold then. Alright, so staves, 10 silver, so we can afford this. Good. Okay. I was worried a little bit that it might have been like 1 gold or something crazy like that. Alright, let's get that. Now we can use our nice +3 stamina staff that we had.
Spirits.
And then stay alive in case we have another bear situation. Where we're within, well, not necessarily the bear situation. The bear situation we got within 10 HP of dying on the rogue, but if we're within a situation of 30 HP of dying, we'll stay alive. Hey, Matt. Matt with the fancy cats. How's it going, Matt? We are approaching level 14 on the Undead Priest. Yeah, I'm going to be playing this guy as Self-Found. I think the only thing, one of the few occasions where I might break that is when I do kind of get into that situation where I do need money for my mount. And then at that point, I'll probably start like selling stuff from the auction house, whether it be like fish or elixirs or whatnot. Like even my greens, I've just been vendoring my greens on my rogue. And I was vendoring my greens on my paladin as well, because my paladin, he's level 22. And like I said, I haven't really played him much since starting my unarmed rogue. But even him, I kind of played pretty much as if he was Self-Found. I did have somebody kind of trade me some stuff, though, at some point, so not completely, but been vendoring my greens and stuff like that. I would get more, probably, if I were to use the auction house. But I've just been mainly out of just, like, laziness. I don't want to have to go over there and sell them, and if they don't sell, having to try again, and that kind of thing. Although I'm not too familiar, I don't think I've ever looked at the auction house in a hardcore character, so I don't know what the economy's like. Or what the demand is for certain things. I just remember back in like when the level cap was 60 on regular, I did quite a lot of fishing and quite a lot of herbalism and alchemy as well, and I would get a lot of gold that way. Like the nightfin snappers, I believe that's what they were called, that you can fish up from like places like Feralus and stuff like that. Those sold for quite a bit. The greater sagefish, that you could turn those into sagefish delights. I don't remember if it was the fish themselves or the food that sold for a lot, but those may be a decent amount of gold. Oh, we need to get the flight pass. I don't think we get the cities. I think we only get the city that's associated with your race as the first, as the only like given flight path. But yeah, the sage or the greater sagefish, the stone scale eels, those sold for quite a good amount of gold. But eventually those kind of just like suddenly just drastically dropped in gold. I remember like I was making a lot of gold from it, and then all of a sudden just the prices just plummeted. So I stopped fishing as many of those after that. Still not sure why that happened. But between all those fishing and then I made some gold with some elixirs and stuff as well, I think. It wasn't too difficult to get my epic mount when I did get 60. So hopefully that's the case with these guys, if I actually get that high of a level. Okay, yeah, so we do need to get this flight path. Doras, Wind Rider Master.
Stronghold.
Need a ride? Not quite yet.
Go with honor.
I don't think there's any place we can even go to. We haven't been to this continent yet. Okay. Now let's head on over to the crossroads, where we can get some nice green gloves. I believe the priest trainer is right over... I think he's standing over there, right? I think the mage trainer's in there. Priest trainer's there. I think the first aid trainer's there. Just trying to remember based on my troll priest days. Having to go train. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Also want to see while I'm over here. Got to keep an eye out where the guards are. Because I was trying to figure out the best way that I could get to Ajara on my rogue. I tried to get there because I wanted to get to be able to fly between Ashenvale and Darkshore and Ratchet. I can do so now because I got the Dusk Wallow flight path, or the Dust Wallow, I believe. Wait, yeah, it's Dusk Wood and Dust Wallow. I keep getting those mixed up, but I got the Dust Wallow flight path, which makes it like I can fly between those. But I was debating whether it would be safer to get to Ajara by running up on that side of the bridge and then running alongside the river to get up to Ajara, or if it would be safer to go through Ashenvale. I tried to get through Ashenvale, and I think I was around level 24 at that time. And I ended up aggroing like even while stealthed, I was stealthing past like a level 29 mob, and they aggroed as if I wasn't even stealthed, and managed to vanish away, so I lived from that. Then I checked farther north, because that mob that aggroed was a succubus, where like the demons are. So I figured maybe they're lower level up north higher along that road. So I went up there, and I think there's like a level 29 wolf there as well. So I'm like, okay, screw this. This is too dangerous. But I wanted to know, while I'm over here, where the guards are and what level they are. So if I do decide to go up here, I don't accidentally aggro these guys, because that would be even worse. If my Vanish doesn't work for whatever reason, I don't know if they can, like, Vanish can be resisted or something like that. I'm pretty sure I remember hearing or seeing examples where rogues in hardcore have tried to vanish, and then for whatever reason it doesn't work and they end up dying still. So I don't want that to be the case if I aggro like one of these guys. So these guys are level 55. We got some on this side of the bridge. So that would be disastrous if I aggroed one of a level 55 guard. Because you see occasions where people aggro like guards in like South Shore or something and die from them. Oh, and there are guards on this side of the bridge. That is what I was concerned about. So yeah, we're not going to be able to get up through here. There's no way. So there goes that idea. Unfortunate. Because I thought I remember that, if I remember correctly, I didn't think there was any mobs along the river itself going up to Ajara. That's why I contemplated going up this way. Because I figured it might be safer if there isn't any. But if there's guards here, I doubt, even if I'm all the way along the ridge here, even stealthed, I'm pretty sure they would see right through it as if I'm not, and just aggro. Well, there goes that idea. Yeah, these guys are level 55. Unfortunate. So it looks like we're just going to have to go through Ashenvale to get that flight path eventually. It's not necessarily such a big deal now because, like I said, I got the Dustwall flight path. And I didn't even know that you could fly even after the Dustwall flight path, fly between Ratchet and Darkshore and Ashenvale. I was just kind of surprised. I just got it because I was there. I figured might as well get it, and then when I do get the Ajara flight path, we can fly between those as well. But it turns out, I looked at the flight paths after I got it, and I was like, yeah, I can fly between Darkshore and Ashenvale and Ratchet. It's a really long flight, though. It takes you, like, between freaking Mulgore, and then you gotta go through, like, Desolus and Stone Talon. So I don't know if the flight's... I'm assuming once you get Ajara, the flight is shorter, but... Okay, you gotta pay attention. I just saw that raptor there, and I got a little concerned that maybe he was like level 19 or something, but... So I'm only level 13 at the moment. So we do not want to aggro something that high. I think there is an elite level like 19 raptor or something right up there on that ridge. Alright, so we are going to run down to the crossroads. We have to remember to get the flight path while we are there. Ooh, we also need to remember to equip the staff that we got, because we can use staves now. Darkwood staff. Two-handed staff, 23 to 35 damage. Speed of 3.20, 9.1 damage per second, and plus 3 stamina. There we go. And with that, we'll be all set to get to level 60. Yeah, 25 is the highest I've gone to on unofficial. And the highest I've gone to in just hardcore, whether it be if unofficial, we're counting that, would be, I can't quite remember exactly, but it's like in the low to mid 30s, I think, somewhere around there. On a gnome mage, I believe. That was quite some time ago. That was on Bloodsail Buccaneers. Back when people were just kind of playing by their own rules, you know. Before it was, Blizzard came out with their own kind of now official hardcore. I didn't have too many attempts back then either. I gave it a few tries for the fun of it, you know. I think I had a mage prior to that got around level 15 or so and then died to those freaking pillagers that many people have died to. Over in Westfall. Got a little too overconfident and, you know, I had my polymorph and my big mage damage, and I saw a couple pillagers and I figured, you know, I can polymorph the one and then kill the other, and then either run away and then come back and kill the other one that was polymorphed, or if I have enough mana and health I can kill that one too. And it was all planned out. And then I don't remember if what went wrong exactly. I don't know if the polymorph broke earlier than I expected, or if I accidentally pulled a third mob without knowing they were there, or something. Something went wrong. And unfortunately that mage ended up dying. And I think right after that is when I made the gnome mage, who got to my highest, if we're counting on official, like 30 something. But so I guess it wasn't meant to be on that previous mage. That was a human mage, I believe. Get to Crossroads. Actually, I think we can actually start questing here, can't we? These are around the same level as Silverpine when you start out. Yeah, they're all kind of just above level 10, towards around level 15. Yeah, we could probably start questing here. I mean, there's some stuff we gotta do in Silverpine too, but maybe let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Maybe we'll actually start questing while we're here. I haven't really thought about that, but we'll get some of the lower level quests done here. Maybe we'll just kind of bounce between here and Silverpine. Sounds like a good idea to me. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Alright. Level are you? Level 11. Oh yeah, we gotta repair the gloves. Can't forget about that. Oh wait, we don't need to repair the gloves because we're gonna be getting new gloves that actually give us stats. Strength, strangely enough, and intellect. It's things like that. Aye, alright, we got a second in favor, good. Looking like we're gonna be questing in the Barrens, everyone. Good old Barrens. Never go wrong questing in the Barrens. Good vibes here. But yeah, it's stuff like that where you see like strength and agility on a cloth item that kind of gives evidence, so to speak, to, I know some people have theorized that Blizzard has, when they were first starting making Classic WoW, you know, the original back in 2004, that they were possibly going to have like a melee priest. And part of the evidence was, yeah, the agility and strength and stuff on cloth gear, and then like the fact that you could improve your armor with like inner fire and other kinds of stuff like that. Not sure if that's actually true or not. I don't know if Blizzard ever commented on that, whether they were planning on making a melee priest, but that would have been interesting. Alright, Devrak Windrider Master. Let's get this. Before we forget. Now we actually can fly to Orgrimmar.
Strength.
Strength. Okay. What else do we got here? We got something to turn in. Turn that in. Apothecary Helbrim. Oh yeah, this is Apothecary Helbrim. I remember this guy now. And we can get all this quest as well afterwards. Sample for Helbrim.
Beware the living.
You have a package for me? Required items, Wolfheart sample.
Goodbye.
Oh, there's those nice gloves of ours that we want. Ah, very good. If initial reports are true, then the toxicity of these hearts could lead to further advances in our knowledge of poisons. This is a welcome delivery, Tube Swapper. Your reward is well earned. And rewards, we get to choose the gloves or the cape. Long draping cape. Wouldn't mind a long draping cape, but let's go with the brewer's gloves. Brewer's gloves, cloth hands, 17 armor, so we also get plus 7 armor from that. Plus 2 strength, plus 2 intellect.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Alright, we got 2 more quests here. Wharf Master Dizzywig and Fungal Spores. Let's get Wharf Master Dizzywig. I'll send this to Ratchet, I believe.
Trust no one.
Wharf Master Dizzywig. I have need to send a crate of potions, reagents, and other items to my associates in the old world. Little time I have to actually see them to the dock at Ratchet, and the last caravan has already left. If you could, please take this to Wharf Master Dizzywig. He will ensure that it is placed on the next boat to Blackwater Cove. Quest objectives: bring the secure crate to Wharf Master Dizzywig in Ratchet.
Our time will come.
I don't think I've ever seen a boat going to Blackwater Cove, so it might be a while before the next one arrives. All I've seen is boats to Booty Bay. Fungal spores. The oases of the Barrens hide a mystery. Life energy flows from their waters, invigorating the plants and beasts that drink it. Invigorating and altering. There is a mushroom that grows near these oases. Its spores hold properties that we, the apothecaries of Lordaeron, find useful. Bring me these spores and you will earn our gratitude. Quest objectives: bring 4 fungal spores to Apothecary Helbrim at the crossroads. And we'll get 7 silver.
Remember, patience.
Very nice.
Discipline.
Many quests to get. Much reading to do. Okay. First I'm going to go grab a beverage. I'm all out of my my coffee for the day, so I'm gonna go grab a water and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I am back. Alright. Now, where were we? Let's see here. We got many more quests to get. Let's start with Gazrog here. See what he wants. Gazrog.
Sug sug.
Zug Zug. Raptor Thieves. Not long ago, a shipment of silver was stolen from our guard tower. It was meant as payroll to the Crossroads guards, and we want that silver back. The strange thing is, we caught one of the thieves on the night of the theft, and it was a raptor. Unbelievable. I don't know what raptors would want with silver, but I don't care. I want the raptors dead so they won't steal from us again. Hunt raptors in the Barrens. Collect for me their heads. Quest objectives: bring 12 raptor heads to Gazarug at the crossroads, and we get 6 silver.
Dabu.
Dabu. Dabu, Nabu. Sergra Darkthorn.
What can I do for you?
So he wants me to kill raptors, she wants plane striders. Wow, speaking of Naboo, plane strider menace. Your first prey will be easy. The plane striders to the east have been harassing our food supplies and have become a nuisance. Put down the plane striders and return to me with their beaks. Quest objectives: collect 7 plane strider beaks and return them to Sergra Darkthorn in the crossroads. And we get 5 silver for that one.
Strength.
The Forgotten Pools. I think this is the one. Is this the one that go explore for near those mushrooms? Tonga Rune Totem.
What brings you here?
The Forgotten Pools.
We shall meet again.
Long ago, the Barrens was a lush place, teeming with life, but war and cataclysm raged across the land, scorching it and leaving a dry husk. Such is the way of things, and it saddens my heart. But within the past few years, new oases have formed in the Barrens, and life stirs. And deep down, we druids sense a power leaking its way to the surface. We must find its source. Travel to the Forgotten Pools, northwest of the crossroads. Search its waters for a source of power, and then return here. Quest objectives: report back to Tonga Rune Totem with your findings.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Before making this undead priest, I was debating whether to make a Tauren warrior. That's kind of what I was going to go with for my Horde character, because I wanted to have a Horde and an Alliance character, and then kind of